Warning, UFO detected.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my XCOM stream, XCOM campaign. I'm going to be continuing right where I left off last night. We're about to begin a mission here in Antarctica. This is a sectoid supply ship that we shot down, and we're going to be clearing it out with the squad that's training for Cydonia, or part of that squad anyway. The part that the portion that needs the most training. So yeah, here we go. We're gonna begin this mission. Just gonna prime a couple of smoke grenades. I did equip my squad with a lot of light balls because I wasn't sure we were gonna arrive during the day, but I'm pretty sure it is day. We're probably not going to need those light balls, but that's okay. Alright, so it looks like we're in a corner. And no eyes on the alien craft right off the bat. We're going to do our free rotation that the Avenger affords to us. I think that's probably all we're going to be able to see. I don't think there's much point rotating everybody else. Obviously there could be an alien hiding under here, but we'll find that out next turn. I'm going to have Ushma throw the grenade because this side of the ship is the interesting one. Alright, she got it in the right spot. So there's really nothing more to do now except pass the turn. Now we're going to check for motion. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it can be anybody around here. Let's have Stefan do it. Okay, no nearby motion. So it should be relatively safe for us to leave the ship and start exploring. I'll have this tank go north. Alright, we spotted a sectoid and the alien ship. The alien ship's in a reasonable position. Although this lake here, this pond, is going to be a little bit annoying when we're setting up our ambushes. I think this guy's just got a, yeah, he's just got a stun launcher, so even if he does take a reaction shot to us, it's not a big deal. Let's see, let's get this tank out of the way before we start doing anything stupid. And have him head off to the west. Although we are in Antarctica, so probably every direction is north. Okay, so I would imagine if I just step up to the door, I've got a pretty good shot at that alien. If I take a snapshot, it'll be 32. So really the difference between aim shot and snapshot is nothing. Well, if I face him, I've got 54 time units. So I think I'm just gonna take some snapshots. looks like one snapshot was enough. I can keep going with this soldier. Or actually, I'll keep going with the tanks and see if I can see anything else. Okay, nothing in that direction. Nothing in that direction. Alright, so we can start deploying people in the usual way. In terms of getting to the ambush, we're all going to have to go this way, except for people with flying suits who could go this way. Ricardo's got this smoke. Let's toss it over here. Or actually, let's toss it over here. We'll start off with just these four coming off the Avenger. We can always move more out later. Get everybody else to just move up to the front. Since this is a snow map, we're probably going to clear the outdoors very quickly, so we don't want to waste any time getting set up for ambushing aliens coming out of the ship. That'll be starting sooner rather than later. Oh, who's he shooting? The tank, I guess. Kind of a poor reaction from the tank, but that's okay. We want other people to get practice anyway. Okay, for a second I thought this smoke didn't link up, but it did link up, so that's good. Alright, we'll have this guy take the shot. This probably needs to be an aim shot. The snapshot would only be, it should be an aim shot. So he can afford to kneel, take this very carefully. Good work. Okay. Let's scout forward with the tanks a bit more. Okay, where's this guy? Oh, he's over there. Interesting. Alright. I think it was Stefan who took that shot last time, or maybe it was... No, it was Ushma for sure. So we'll have Stefan take this shot. This distance... Yeah, we're going to go with the aim shot again. We're getting some nice long distance shots here. Alright, good work. I want this tank to go around the back. I want this tank to do the front. So I'm not going to keep going this way. Okay, that's a corner. So the ship is right up against the edge here. Okay, we'll have this guy keep going this way. Still not at the edge. Okay, I think that's the edge. Yeah, so we've almost cleared that corner. Okay. So like I said, the people who are in power suits are going to have to go to the north. Whereas the people in flying suits, they can afford to go this way, at least initially. Alright, I guess I kind of moved in the wrong order there. I could have this person go out here. Well, hold on, this guy is in a power suit. Actually, I guess these guys are pretty much done. Right, let's throw a smoke grenade the other way. Start getting some coverage here. The people heading in that direction. And maybe one into the actual lake itself. Okay. I don't want the alien seeing us get set up for the ambush. Really? So I threw one of them here and one of them here, and they're literally right next to each other. That's XCOM for you. Okay, let's just move up. We haven't really made much progress away from the Avenger yet. I'm killing too many aliens at long range. Oh, we've got very thick smoke there. Hopefully it'll be useful. Alright, tanks continue scouting. Then we need to go a little bit further here. Okay, so that corner is cleared out. And we can start going this way. Ah, spotted an alien way over there. Alright, we'll take some nice long shots at this guy. Okay, 82%. She doesn't need more training. Who's got a bad accuracy? 50%? That's pretty bad. 66. 64. 64. Another 50. 79. It's pretty good. Okay, so we'll start with this 50 over here. Okay, he's gonna kneel. I guess I should have been checking these people that I was comparing whether they were kneeling or not, because that does affect your accuracy. Okay, Charlotte was also standing and she's 50, so she can give it a try. Okay, so there were some people at 64, I think. 64 while kneeling, so even lower than 64 really. Nice. Okay, that should improve his firing accuracy, although it wasn't a kill, it was a stun. I think it still counts for firing accuracy. Actually, as long as you hit, I think it counts. Okay, let's get back to this. And we might be really lucky, and we might capture that alien, and maybe he's an engineer. You never know. Oh, there's an alien behind the ship. That's pretty hilarious. Alright, so we're going to have to send some people back there to shoot him. I don't really want the tank to kill Steele, since the main reason we're doing this mission at all is to train people up. You guys have time units? Ushma has time units. We can start pulling more people off the Avenger. Now that we've got all this smoke up, it's not too dangerous to bunch everybody up. Although maybe we should have a bit more smoke over there. We can get Emeka to take care of that. Throwing requires 16 time units. So I can get to here. And still turn this way and throw a grenade. Please don't miss. There we go. That's a good location. Like I said, these folks can go out this way. We'll get Alice to draw her pistol. Well, actually, that alien back there. Takes 48 to shoot it. Nobody's flying right now. Let's just take this alien out. Hopefully we won't make a hole in the back of the ship. So obviously I don't want aliens pouring out the back of the alien ship. Let's aim for here so that it's less likely to damage the alien ship. Okay. Looks like these walls are still intact. And that gets Alice a kill, which she needs to accumulate. And some firing accuracy, which she doesn't need to accumulate, but it also takes care of that alien without us having to waste people going back there. I guess I can go check with the tank to just make 100% sure that there's no new opening. No new opening there. Right, Alice, you can reload this, but still draw your pistol. Tank, you're gonna go inspect Alice's handiwork back here. Sure there are no sneaky aliens or sneaky doorways back there. This other tank is going to finish scouting this area. Maybe find another target for Alice. This wall is fine. Alright, let's start getting people in position here. So we're going to want to be... Hold on. Nope. Okay. We're going to want to be like... We could even just line up. We could actually line up around this lake. But we want to be within range of this, right? So we want to be somewhere like here. I'm not sure. Yeah, actually this is probably okay being along the edge of this lake. We'll see. We'll start getting set up anyway. Definitely where we want to start is... I want to start up maybe somewhere like here. That'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll give us like 10 normal soldiers over there. No problem. So that's 7. 8. 9. And in terms of flyers, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. We got 9 flyers. Okay, so that works out. So the flyers can just so we've got, say, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll have the flyers just go across the lake. Now, why did you fly up to get there? Can't you just fly across the lake? Can't kneel on the lake. So now we got to bring the tanks back. Did that? I literally put that tank in a bad place that'll block where I want to stand. That's awful. Although actually I don't need one of those spaces because I only have nine people here, not 10. And I guess I've got an extra space on the other side too. So we can have a flyer take up that space. Yeah, that should be okay, maybe. Maybe this flyer should be like over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Looks like everybody's in position except the tanks. So we'll move this tank back to here. It'll be bait for this door. And we'll put this tank, let's say right here. Hey, Astro Boy, how are you? So that tank will be bait for that door. Which I don't really like having Alice right here. That's kind of silly. Let's get Jan over there. Obviously, Alice is still at risk, but let's hedge our bets a bit. Oh, I'm doing good. Just doing my first mission of the night here. Trying to get some skill ups for the team. Hopefully ambush some sectoids. We've cleared the whole map now. We're just gonna wait for them to come out. Hopefully not lose too many soldiers. But all the survivors should get significant skill ups from this, no matter how it goes. Smoke is dissipating, which is what we want. It was just there to protect our deployment. Now that we're deployed, it would only get in our way. So we want to be able to see both doors from here. In fact, I'm thinking maybe this guy should face that way, just to make sure they can see both doors from the peripheral vision, not just the closest one. Alright, the infamous turn 20 is upon us. They're certainly opening and closing a lot of doors. Alright, that's good. That's not good. Not good at all. It's unfortunate that not everyone got a chance to shoot at that alien on account of the room in here being exploded. I guess with all this destruction, it might have been reasonable for us to set up our ambush inside, but we didn't know that that's how it was. Not good. You guys gotta take reaction shots. So 3 deaths is pretty bad. 3 deaths is pretty bad. Okay, we're gonna need to check on that soldier. Looks like nobody got hit over here. Okay, so that was a stun bomb. Okay. So 3 deaths, like I said, not very happy about that, but you know, this is the reason why we're doing it. All of the survivors got, you know, a lot of reaction improvement. So yeah, we lost 3 people, but 15 people got upgrades, significant upgrades. So we're just going to keep repeating that until we have a team that's in good shape. So we're going to have storage space exceeded here. We're going to have to get rid of some of this stuff. How bad is it? It's pretty bad. 240 out of 215. All right. Let's see. We don't need any alien surgery, alien food. Don't need any snake man or sectoid corpses. Why do we have 7 snake man corpses? I must have forgot to sell loot last time. We don't need 14 small launchers. Or 71 heavy plasma. Still only brings us down by 21.4. So we can sell some alien grenades. Feels bad selling alien grenades, but okay, there we go. 7.6 million in sales. Yeah, so like I said, sucks that we lost 3 people, but not really much you can do. Okay, we got a very small, this will just be a tasty treat for our, not for an Avenger, but for an Intercept, for a Firestorm here. So we are going to need to buy, let's just see if there's anything incoming. We need to buy some smoke grenades at this base to replace the ones that were lost. Oh, but we've got no space. All right, let's randomly transfer away some alien alloys. Now we should be able to buy some smoke grenades. Spin the world around. Okay. Ah, that's why space was getting taken up. We were building power suits, so we haven't equipped yet. So let's see, what can we manufacture here? Can we manufacture an Avenger? Is there room? Looks like there's room. Alright, we got a small Snake Man, large Scout doing terror mission stuff. This guy's rearming, that's fine, we can send him out rearming. What was it, at Beta, right, we got a bunch of armor that we built that we can hand out. Power suit, power suit, power suit. Okay, everybody's got a flying power suit or better. So what we can do is we can transfer to, I don't know, Theta. We can transfer these personal armors just to get them out of our hair. Oh right, the Avenger. Yeah. Running low on fuel. Really? Okay. Let's hit this guy hard. He's clowning us. Alright. Okay, a small sectoid retaliation scout. Oh hey, wait a minute, what's this? Oh, it's a battleship. Never mind. Okay, large scout. Looks like it's going to get shot down over Alaska. Okay, we're not going to do the mission because it's nighttime, and we're not going to use that craft anyway. We're going to wait till it's day, and then we're going to use the team that's in training to do that mission. If it ever becomes day in Alaska. Okay. So let's go to beta. Let's equip the craft here. We're obviously going to need to change up the crew because 3 people were killed. But we're gonna change it up completely potentially. So as I've been doing the past couple of days, we're gonna sort by reactions and take the 6 people with the worst reactions who are not in psionic training. Oh, Alice is up to 44. That's nice. She was at like in the 30s previously. We're going to take the 6 worst firing accuracy. And we're going to take the 6 worst strength. It's nice to see that 39 is considered low strength on this team. That's really encouraging. That means people are starting to get their strength improved a lot. Even our lowest strength guy is 35, which is enough to carry our standard gear. So that's nice. All right, let's move everybody. Let's sort by so-called original order, and then move everybody where they belong. Okay. So let's get colonels near the top. We're bringing 3 colonels this time. That's good. That means the squad is getting trained up. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 2 sergeants to be with the squaddies. Okay, so 4 squaddies sergeant, 4 squaddies sergeant, and we'll have Eden and I guess Steven. Yeah, because we lost Ricardo, unfortunately, and it looks like Ushma is no longer on the team because her skills are too high. So we'll need 2 new smoke people, Eden and Steven. Okay, and let's check armor. Yep, sergeants and above have flying suits, squaddies have power suits, just like we wrote it up. Inventory. Alright, Maya looks good. Jen can hold 1 more item. Do I have another item for him to hold? Guess I could give him another alien grenade. Jan can hold another item. Actually, Jan is not even holding the normal items. So let's give him our normal items. Let's save that. So that's our standard loadout. 34 time units. Or 34 strength, I should say. So that's what Zofia has. Plus we'll give her another grenade. Yeah, Esco can carry the motion scanner and the extra ammo, in addition to having the SciAmp. Julia's carrying this bonus package here. That's fine. Although I'll take away her rifle reload so she can carry the full 5 stun bombs. Rapata's good. Oh, she can carry a reload for her gun as well. Or he. Man, now that I've got these helms off, I gotta get used to what the proper pronouns are for some of these soldiers. Alice just has infinite strength, so let's give her another proximity grenade. Or let's give her another alien grenade. Stephen Griffith, same thing. He's got lots of extra strength. Mick can carry a reload. He's okay carrying some light globes. That won't hurt us. But I do want Michaela to carry proxy grenade and the motion scanner. Let's get the med kit on you. You don't need these things, but you do need an extra smoke. I think you're supposed to say they, them until this game takes place in 1999, so it's okay to assign pronouns based on physical appearance in 1999. That's a realistic cultural expectation. Fix that. And you can have... I'm out of motion... No, he's got a motion scanner. What was I going to say? How could I be out of motion scanners? Okay, I think I've seen everyone now. I have 1 extra smoke grenade because I haven't handed out... right, it's Stephen Griffith is going to be our extra smoke grenade guy, I believe. Let me just double check that. Yeah, Stephen Griffith for sure. Okay. So I think we're ready to do this mission. Now this is a scout, so it's not going to be the full ambush, everybody gets 5 reactions kind of thing, but hopefully we will at least give the aliens something to think about. You know, what was the last thing that went through the sectoid's mind before he died? A plasma bolt, right? So arm those grenades. All right. So it is a large scout, and it actually looks a little dark out, little dark out, and it's intact, which is nice. Let's take a quick look around. Now it's still possible that the engine has exploded, but um, it's encouraging that the roof is still there. That means we might get 50 Illyrium from this mission, in addition to whatever skill ups we manage to obtain. It also counts as a mission for Alice, which is important because I did some research today and a little bit of coding actually, because I was thinking to myself, I wonder, you know, when I sack Wu Jin, is Alice going to become the commander or is it going to be Nagigi? And you can actually figure that out by adding up their promotion score, which is documented in the UFOpedia. A lot of soldiers thinking they are the one. Exactly. Well, Nagigi is the one, right? His ridiculous firing accuracy. But anyway, so I was able to write a program to parse through the save game file and collect information about all the soldiers and figure out what their promotion scores are. And Alice is currently about 130. Well, she's 100. At the beginning of this session, she was 137 points behind Nagigi as being the number 1 colonel in terms of promotion score. So she needs to earn some more promotion points before I sack Wu Jin. And that grenade ended up in the stupid place, so we're going to have Eden throw her grenade. Hopefully it doesn't end up in a stupid place. Okay, it ends up in a perfectly good place. So I think we're just ready to pass the turn. But yeah, definitely being able to see all my soldier stats in... Well, the reason I'm going to sack Wu is because his psionic strength is like 4 or something like that. And so he's not going to be able to go on the mission to Cydonia, but I want to bring the commander along the mission to Cydonia. So, you know, he either gets sacked or he goes on a mission and doesn't come back from the mission. So one of those things is better than the other. But anyway, long story short, I'm trying to buff Alice's promotion score. At least let him die breaching something. I don't know. I think he'd rather go home to his family, don't you think? Okay, nothing on the scanner. All right. I mean, if we want, we can pretend... Oh, wait. The ship is not intact after all. It's exploded. Have Alice take him out on a mission. This isn't like trial by combat, right? Promotions are based on your score. Okay, there's an alien over there. I think maybe from this elevated position we may have a shot at him. I'll move this other tank out first before I start gumming up the entrance. Like if I have Steven step up to here and take an aim shot. Perfect. Good job, Steven. Although Steven had 75 aim, maybe I should have had someone else do it. Like maybe I should have had Eden do it, because her aim is lower. He can still hop down, right? Yeah. Okay. let's keep scouting with these tanks. See if we can see even more alien scum. Whoops. That was especially bad. Okay. That alien we may not be able to shoot from the Sky Ranger. Let's see. Does Eden have a shot at this guy? No, she does not. Alright, well, that looks like a job for Alice. Although I don't know if I can get Alice to the front and shoot this turn. Probably not. Because each mission that Alice goes on gives her 10 promotion points. And each kill she gets her 10 promotion points. In addition to, you know, whatever she gets from actually like getting skill ups. Okay, so we can shoot from here. This should be safe. Oh, that was multiple kills. Sweet. Okay. Good job, Alice. The classic turn 2 blaster bomb. Let's see what else we can see. Actually, this guy still has 34 time units. So that alien actually saved my mistake there. But you can look at it two ways. The high actually gets access, and the lower ones go first to say, or the lower people get access in everyone sees. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I've selected the top 30 size strength people, and I'm going to try to train them all evenly until they get to like a reasonable baseline where all 30 of them, or I guess now it's 27 again because we lost another 3. Well, we lost 3 and I replaced them, and then we lost 3 more, and I'm not going to replace them. We're down to 27. Once the 27 are at a reasonable baseline, then I'll pick the top 18 and start training them hard. And if any of them die during the training, then they'll be replaced by people in the in the remaining 9. This is how I'm imagining it anyway. Maybe this plan is stupid, but this is what I'm currently putting together. Eden can make another smoke grenade, I think, without too much difficulty. Let's toss it over here. No, too many trees. You don't like throwing smoke grenades in trees? Oh, not enough time units. That's why. I should read the error message. Okay, she needs 17 time units, so throw that. Alright. Why do we have a captain this far up? Oh, because I moved people around randomly to try and get Alice out. That's right. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping that, we will be able to finish this campaign within the next few play sessions, I hope. I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't want to rush it, but I also don't want to draw it out ridiculously either. Because I feel like the fact that I've only just gotten access to psionics and I've only done my first month of training means that, it's weird, right? Because I mean I've researched all the technology. I've got all kinds of soldiers and items and weapons and stuff, but I've just barely scratched the surface on psionic training. So I don't know if that means that I started it way too late, or if I'm supposed to spend the next few months dicking around, or what, or if the game's just not designed in a way that makes the research make sense. Because the way that the psionics works, where it's based on a month, it certainly makes you feel like you're supposed to spend several months doing it. Because if it was just 1 month, then the whole system is kind of silly. I think that's how it goes. Side drops in right at the end, so you did have good time to train. If you didn't, yeah, like Okay, tanks are drawing fire. That's good. Obviously, I don't want to lose any tanks, but they're not that expensive to replace. Okay, Stefan, your aim shot is only 57, so you're pretty bad. You're probably going to be the one that I choose for this. Now, Eden's a 52, so Eden's going to be my shooter. Just need to get rid of this stupid smoke grenade. Do we want this to be a snapshot? Oh, wait, never mind. Her accuracy goes up after getting rid of the grenade. So we will have Stephen Dolezal take the shot because his aim is only 57. Yeah, no, I definitely don't think I'm going to lose or anything like that, and so I'm not faced with that as a crisis. But at the same time, it almost feels silly to draw it out. Like I could go to Cydonia right now. I could click the button right now. So does it make sense to wait 3 or 4 months to have a perfect psionic squad, or is that just win more? Right? Is that just wasting time when I could just win? I don't know. I'm a little worried that I haven't fully scanned this corner, but oh well, that's life. We're already at the edge here too. Guess I'll go this way. Okay, we can start spreading out a bit more. I guess I'll have Charlotte go check out that corner because the tanks are kind of busy. Okay, that corner looks good. Alright, you can head towards this smoke. So can you. Sectoid does it. Sectoid does what? For Dancom, I think it's a time waste. You don't need to do all you can do. Yeah, no, and that's the thing, right? I don't want to like draw it out and be like, I'm just, playing XCOM, but I've got a perfect squad and I could just farming large scouts for no reason. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't even read Astro's comment. I'm guessing if you looked out on early base rate and capture I guess so. Right, yes. So any sectoid leader or commander will allow you to unlock it. So you're absolutely right. If somebody did that on like their first mission, right, or like their very first base, they did a base defense or a base attack, and got a sectoid leader in like the first month or two. You're right. You're absolutely right. They could do Sinex much earlier than I did. Okay, Alice needs to reload. That's probably enough people out right now. Let's let the aliens have a turn. It's only turn 3. Is he shooting us from inside the ship? Through the roof? Is that for real? He's shooting us from inside the ship. Well, you know what? Alice needs kills. Gotta be careful of the trees, though. Gotta make sure I line this up correctly. Alright. Mission accomplished. So Alice got 3 accuracy, 2 strength. She didn't get any more reaction. Really what she needs is reaction. That's her weakness. But getting kills and missions for her also has value in terms of making sure she gets promoted. We still managed to recover a bunch of stuff, even though we blaster bombed the living bejesus out of these poor aliens. Alright, we didn't even get the message saying that we're over our capacity. Alright, we can sell off some sectoid corpses. That's probably it. Alright, let's rotate the map. Actually, before we rotate the map, I'm going to take my first break. It's been about 1 hour that I've been streaming. I'll be back in about 3 minutes, and we will continue XCOM, UFO Defense. Okay, I'm back. We were just hiding in the base here. We're gonna run the clock forward. Okay, we got a supply ship heading to Africa. Nice. Though it will arrive there at night, so we're gonna shoot it down and do it in the morning. We'll use the Avenger from Europe to do that. Maybe is there an Avenger in Africa? There is an Avenger in Africa, so we'll use the Avenger in Africa. Once it gets close to our base, we'll just boop. Save on fuel. So once it's dawn in South Africa here, or near South Africa, we will send the Avenger. Okay, we've got a floater large scout. It's right near Europe, so let's just take it out with the Avenger from Europe here. Okay, we're not going to do that mission, at least not with that crew. This mission was Snake Man. Okay. So we'll just wait. Oh, a very small. Delicious. Let's take it out from... Which direction is it going? It's going towards Europe. So we'll take it out from Hawaii. And that's kind of a fire and forget. Oh, there it is. This one will just go pop. Okay, back to Africa. I noticed there's like there's different levels of daylight here, and I gotta pay more attention. Okay, now we're ready to launch our mission. So let's go into beta. Let's pick our crew for this mission. We're always re-choosing the crew based on who needs the most remediation. And this is a supply ship, so we should get good skill ups from it. So, reactions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Firing accuracy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, even two colonels need firing accuracy work. Whereas, you know, Alice is up to 94 now. Alright, and strength, so that you can carry gear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's our team. Let's get everybody to the top of the roster. Alright, so colonels at the top, then captains, then sergeants. If you have Illyrium to waste at the end, you can do a ton of blasters and work on accuracy that way. That's true. Hitting aliens with blaster bombs is a very efficient way to raise your accuracy. That's a good point. Maybe I should pass the blaster bomb around. Right now I'm working on... I guess I'm using the blaster bomb right now to aggressively increase Alice's promotion score. Once her promotion score is higher than Nagigi's, I guess maybe I'll take the blaster launcher away from her and give it to people who need to improve their firing accuracy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we have 3 sergeants that we need to spread into the squatty area. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want Stefan and Eden as our grenadiers, smoke grenadiers. So that should be a good setup there. And then in terms of armor, yeah, sergeants have flying suits, squaddies have power suits. That's good. I didn't even notice your typo with blasters. Boasters, yes. Very serious boasters. Okay, let's do equipment. Equipment should be pretty good at this point, I think. There shouldn't be any like really weird stuff. Actually, if Karen can carry 2 extra grenades, maybe she can... No, because all the SciAMPs have been handed out. Maybe I should make more SciAMPs. Oh, it's not that I'm actually using them for anything. Like, I'm carrying a lot of gear into these battles and not using it at all. Well, Alice is even stronger, so she can carry another grenade. Yeah, this guy can carry his reload now. Might as well carry a reload too. Okay. You could be short one or two and have a smoke mule with no weapon. That's true. That's true. The aliens mind control him. They're like, "What is this?" I'd rather avoid that, but it's definitely an option. Okay, I think we're good. All right, Avenger AS2, you are going to South Africa, right near our base there. All right, so this is a Snake Man supply ship that we shot down. Oh, I didn't give Stefan his grenade. Did I give Eden her grenade? Yes. Okay. Man, that was almost a blunder. Okay. So we're at an edge, but not a corner. Let's take a quick look around here. All right, we're right next to the alien ship, but not necessarily in a bad way. There's an orchard behind us. Oh, actually, maybe that is bad. With that building there. We may have to renovate this building. Eminent domain and all that. We want to build a shooting gallery here, so we may have to tear down this house. I'm going to have Stefan throw the grenade. Please don't screw up this time, Stefan. Good job. Much better than before. Yeah, lots of things blocking our visibility here. I'm also imagining a lot of snake men inside barns. They seem to like it there. Alright, let's get Peter to do motion scan. Alright, we have a contact on the motion scanner, but it might be inside the ship. In fact, it's definitely inside the ship. It has to be. Snake men aren't going to be on top of the ship, so it's got to be inside the ship. Alright, so we don't need to worry about that. Let's get the tanks out. Which alien doesn't like barns? That's a good point. I guess I feel like snake men are in barns more often, maybe? Okay, so this is a corner. So let's go out this way. Reveal some more farmland. Oh. I see you, snake man. He's in the orchard. We're not going to be able to get a shot at this guy this turn. Not even with Alice, I don't think. Alright, let's get the second tank out. I mean, maybe Stefan could get a grenade into there? How strong is he? 52. That's actually pretty strong. Let's see what you're capable of, Stefan Dolezal. Doesn't have enough to throw it. So let's advance a bit. And he can maybe throw it next turn. But for now, we'll get Eden to put a smoke grenade into this. I personally thought mutons were part. Well, you know, based on the lore of this game, it's possible that all of the aliens are part cow. Because they, you know, those abduction and harvest missions, they collect genetic material from humans and cows. So, it's definitely a possibility. Like, they're not in those barns on you know, for pleasure. They're there for business. Alright, we got 2 tanks and 4 soldiers out. That's fine for the first turn. We spotted 1 alien, but there's really nothing we can do about it until next turn. So, let's move everybody up. I kind of miss the, you know, moving people up in the Sky Ranger, because moving people up in the Avenger is a lot messier. Moving people up in the Sky Ranger is very therapeutic. There's no decisions to be made. You don't have to think about the widening and the narrowing of the ship, and you know, which soldier do you want to put in the middle versus the side. Well, you know, that's possible, Prince Rogers. We are definitely cow oppressors. I oppress cows almost every day. By proxy, of course. I rely on grocery stores and farmers and other parts of the food infrastructure, but oh, there is an alien in that building. All right, and we can see him. Who sees him? Who can see that alien? Is it this tank? Yeah, it's this tank can see that alien. All right, I wanted to destroy this building anyway, so this seems like a perfect time to do that. Like there doesn't seem to be any reason not to destroy that building immediately. Alright, this now takes 50 time units to fire. So I can get to there. Oh, let's go to here. This is a reasonable place to fire it from. I'll have to check on how many blaster bombs I actually have. See how many I need to make. And I'm probably not going to capture anymore because I've been cowardly avoiding missions that actually have blaster bombs in them. So let's not hit the Avenger or the alien ship. Let's go in. Oh, that's too many waypoints. Okay. All right, this should be good for getting rid of this. Maybe I'll have it go here to get rid of the building. Okay. Cleared out a building, created some smoke, killed an alien. All in a day's work. Good job, Alice. Why are you facing this way? I must have done that after she fired. You thought it was 2? I don't know. I can only see 1 corpse right now, but there might have been a second one, and it's just hidden by the fog of war, maybe. All right, let's try and reacquire this guy before I throw my grenade. Oh, I think I know where he is. Okay, he's right there. So, how far can Stefan chuck this grenade? Direct hit. Stefan, you are a genius. We don't have to worry about trying to shoot through tiny little openings or any other BS. Alright, let's keep scouting. Hey! Stop shooting at my tank! Let's scout and see if there's another dead body over here. Yep, you were right. 2 dead snake men. You have a very good ear for snake men death rattles. So this smoky cluster here is where we're going to be setting up our ambush, I think. It's easily accessible from the ship. We'll be able to see both doors once the smoke clears. We just need to complete our clear of the map, which is going to take longer because it's a farm map. There's lots of stuff going on. But we've got 18 people, so we can spread out and get it done. Let's get some more smoke down. Well, this is the guy who already threw a grenade this turn. No wonder he has no time units. Okay, you can move into this smoke here. We've got a bunch of people here with time units that can move up a bit. The only reason I moved them out was because they were blocking Alice, but hey, if you're out, you're out. I'm not going to move anyone else out this turn. I'll move both tanks, right? 30 time units. 33 time units. Okay, alright, let's see how this grenade goes. Oh, that was a stun. Well, I mean, he's probably bleeding out and dying, but... Oh. No! The tank is kill stealing! Alright, so... After that guy died, we saw some slithering. I think it was this building. Yeah. Yeah, there's an alien in this building. Well, I think Alice is going to get another kill. Where is Alice? She's right here. She needs to reload. Actually, I guess this location is okay to fire from still. There's nobody in the way. She has 112% accuracy, so I don't know why I'm worried about her missing. Where is this alien? He's like down here, right? Let's go into the building this way. And I think that should do it. I don't think there'll be any risk of survivors there. Oh, he did survive. Somebody died, but this guy survived. And I can... Wait, hold on. I can see 2 aliens now? Alice, what are you doing? Alice, this is terrible. You got a kill, but you exposed 2 other unkilled aliens. Alright, Eden can probably drop a grenade on that alien. Not exactly right, but close. Where's this other alien? He's like here. There's more smoke here. Yeah, definitely, definitely use. I like to use smoke, Lambda Luke, and it doesn't help that I've already used 2 blaster bombs. So some of this smoke is incidental, but this smoke is intentional. So all right. Can I throw a grenade that far? This stupid hedgerow is causing me a lot of shooting solution problems. Because obviously I would love to take rifle shots at this alien from here. And this guy's got a loaded smoke grenade. That's inconvenient. Okay, what's Peter's strength? 38, that's not very high. 39. All right, let's see if he can do it. If he can't, well, I'm sure we'll use the grenade some other time. Okay, that seemed it's not super accurate, but it might be close enough. Yeah, that's a good point, Lambda. I could just start, chopping down the hedge. Yeah, let's give that a try, because neither of those grenades is amazing. Let's see. What am I going to do with this smoke? It's completely useless. I'm just going to put it in my shoulder. Yeah, maybe I'll just try and carve a hole in the. Yeah, the accuracy is pretty low at that range. I'm not even sure which piece of fence I'm going to get rid of, but let's see what happens. Okay, well, let's see if he has a snapshot. No, it's this piece of fence that's causing the problem. So let's try taking it out. Okay, now he has a shot, but no time units. But maybe somebody else could stand at that spot. So Maya probably has a shot, although she doesn't need much practice. Nice. What's Maya in here for? Not reactions. Maybe strength? I'm not even sure. She's got decent numbers for everything. Like, she's over 40 in all 3 of the things that I care about. So, anyway. She got a kill. That's what matters. So what about this guy? Can I take care of this guy now? Let's see. Oh, I actually have a shot from this guy. Guess I should have tried shooting before throwing the grenades. If Emeka moves here, he might have a shot. And he's one of the ones who actually does need shooting practice. Okay, you should have tried dealing. Okay, Francesca. Let's move her up to here and try taking a shot. No line of fire because of this. Okay, let's take a snapshot at it. Alright, now we can take a snapshot at the alien. Missed. By a long shot. Okay, but the hedge is almost completely destroyed now. So, that was a good suggestion, Lambda Luke. Thank you. Okay, the tank can see that alien. I mean, he's still got a grenade that's about to explode 2 spaces away from him, so he's probably dead anyway. Um, but I would like to get some shooting practice if I can. Alright, let's see. Can we get Charlotte to here? Charlotte definitely needs shooting practice. She can't kneel though. Not enough time yet. Alright, but she finished off the hedge. Good job, Charlotte. You finished off the hedge. Alright, Michaela can fly, so she's got more options. Alright, let's move you out of the way. Jen, take a shot. Alright, so now the grenades will just destroy the loot in both of these locations. That's okay. I don't need that much loot. Tank can continue to explore. Actually, I hope Tank doesn't get damaged by the grenade. I better move him a little bit out of the way. This tank... Let's take a look behind that building. I'm not going to look inside the building with the tank, but I'll do that with a person, but I'll look behind the building. Okay. I think we're just going to move these folks up. Only mention is I blast into bars instead of using doors. And exactly. Exactly. No, I do love destroying buildings. This is a supply ship, so it's a large. It's not a very large. Supply ships I really like farming them for skill ups. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting close to the end game. I'm basically trying to put together a crew with really good skills, and so I'm just farming these alien missions for skill ups. And since supply ships don't have aliens with blaster bombs, and they're relatively easy to camp, you can get a lot of skill ups if you set up your camp correctly and fast enough. Let's see. I need to go scout this building over here. Actually, first I'll move my tanks. If I see anything with this tank, I'll probably have to hit it with Alice. This looks mostly scouted out now. I guess there could still be aliens in these buildings. I'll have one of the tanks go do that, I guess. Yeah, I'll have this tank head back this way for next turn. Have him check out the barn, make sure there's no aliens in there. This guy, maybe I will have him check out this building here. And I can start having my guys get ready to ambush the aliens at their entrances. But yeah, I've already researched the Cydonia, the mission to Cydonia. I'm just sandbagging basically right now. Trying to put together the God Squad. which, should be fun. I hope it'll be an interesting and entertaining mission when I do get there. Alice needs to reload and draw her handgun. Get ready for some skill ups. Oh, there's somebody hiding behind the nacelle too. I think that's Michaela? Yeah, Michaela Norden is hiding behind the nacelle. Alright, the gang's all here. I think we moved everybody this turn. Yeah. Okay, so this tank I'm going to actually scout inside this building with. Alright, that looks secure to me. I can start heading back. And this tank, gonna go scout in here. Any survivors? Nope. Okay. So now we can set up. Alright, I gotta send one guy to go look over here too. That won't take very long. Okay, we can start getting set up. So we want to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Want to be like maybe here-ish. The tedious clicking. It's one thing that's a little bit annoying about this style of game, where you have to move each unit one at a time. Sometimes you want to just say like, this group move approximately here, but you can't really do that, obviously. So the reason I'm setting up this way is so that when an alien steps out of either this door or this door, I want every single one of my soldiers to have an opportunity to take a reaction shot, which will allow them to know, potentially earn reaction points. And with so many of them being eligible to take shots, the aliens will have a low probability of winning and going first and killing one of us. But it does sometimes happen. On my most recent mission before this one, 3 of my soldiers were killed during this phase of the battle, which I'm not super happy about, but it happens. Okay, we've got an off by 1 error here, which we're going to fix next turn probably. And tanks. Did we already move tanks this turn? Yeah, we moved that one. And we moved that one. Okay. So yeah, we'll fix this off by 1 next turn, and then we will be good to go. Alright, so Francesca got stunned. We weren't quite set up. Not a lot of people had time units there. It looks like 2 people are... okay, Francesca's already up. Very impressive, Francesca. She's already up. Now, who's the other one who's heavily stunned? Hold on. There's somebody else that's giving me a stun warning. Gen D is giving me a stun warning. So, not too bad for a stun bomb that hit us in the middle of our ranks. We gotta do a little bit of healing. Okay, so this guy is good to come back to the line. So this healing is going to interfere with our jiggling of people around a little bit, but not too much. So let's have Maya administer some stun stimulant here. Okay, perfect. So Francesca is now basically fine. She can pick up her stuff. No point picking up anything other than the heavy plasma at this point. Okay, she can face that way. And then the other one who is heavily stunned was Jen. So we will get Michaela to do that. Use the med kits. Use as much stimulant as she can. All right, he's fine now too. Hey, RetroPixel Show, how you doing? Good to see you. Sorry, I'm just in the middle of moving a bunch of people around here and dealing with a stun bomb, so I didn't spot your chat immediately. All right, we're gonna have to fix that later. You guys need to crouch down. We'll just get everyone in the back row to move 1 space over. There's still a little bit of smoke up here, which actually I wanted you there, which is not ideal for this because we want to have good sight lines all the way down to here, but it'll dissipate soon. It's only blaster launcher smoke anyway. I think this is smoke grenade smoke, but this is blaster launcher smoke. And then tanks. So we need 1 tank to be here to serve as bait for aliens coming out of this door, because we want the tanks to be the aliens' primary targets. So he'll just sit there as, actually, maybe I'll move him here as bait. Yeah, that should be good. I'm not sure where I want the tank exactly. And then the other tank, quite fine. I just sleep through Saturday. Too tired. Finish your car seat swivel chair. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. All right, I'm gonna head back over this way. Okay, let's pass the turn. It's only turn 7. We got lots of time before the aliens start pouring out like a alien clown car. Okay, so we have some medkits and crap going on here. So, all right, Julia's facing the right way. Alice is facing the right way. Okay, you've got a med kit to put away. You've got just stuff at your feet because you were stunned. You're going to face this way. Put away your med kit. Everyone here is kneeling in the front row. This guy needs to catch up to the rest of the team. And we've got a tank on the roof that we want to position basically right here. So he's not going to make it there this turn, but he should make it there next turn. He almost made it there. Almost made it there. Okay, so we'll pass the turn again. So that was scary. One of our high-ranking officers took a heavy plasma to the chest and is wounded. So that's Julia. She's actually a colonel, and she's quite a good character. So I'm glad she didn't die. I think Rapata probably has a healing kit. Yep. So we're gonna get Rapata to do the healing there, but Julia still has very low HP, and that's probably going to affect her skills. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, well, her reactions are still very high. So basically, I need to decide: do I leave her in, or do I take her out? Even if an alien gets a shot off, it's like a 1 in 18 chance that he tries to shoot her. That's a good suggestion, Retro. I think I will do that. Let's. Rapata used up some time units, so let's swap her with Karen here. Okay, and let's get this bait into better baiting position. We want the aliens to shoot at the tank, not at the men. So hopefully they spot these tanks when they come out of their ship. Yeah, exactly. It's the British Army lined up for, on the open battlefield. But the aliens are attacking one at a time, which is not good strategy against 18 people with their weapons pointed directly at you. Actually, what I might do, now that I think about it, we've got Julia here. She's been carrying this all along. You can take reaction shots with this, and I would like to capture an engineer. So what the heck? Let's have Julia potentially take a reaction shot with the stun bomb, just for fun. Hopefully she doesn't die. All right, the smoke's starting to clear out, which is good. We want all of them to be able to see this space if it opens up. That guy looked unarmed. Why are my soldiers taking shots at him? Really strange. Well, at least nothing bad happened there. Time to swarm them SWAT team style? No way, man. They'll come out. They have a compulsion to come out. And they're destroying my loot. They're destroying my loot! But yeah, once turn 20 arrives, the aliens' AI compels them to head towards the exits of the ship. And here it is, turn 20. Though there was one mission where I tried to do this on an abductor, and the aliens never came out. They didn't move around, they didn't make noise. They just stayed inside their ship forever, and so I had to storm the ship, and I lost 3 soldiers. Although I've also lost 3 soldiers doing this, so it's not like this is that much safer than storming the ship. It's all boils down to luck. But the nice thing about the firing line, and you'll see this at the end of the mission, Lambda, the amount of skill ups you get from this strategy is ridiculous. So I don't know why nobody fired at this guy. Does he have a weapon? He does have a weapon. All right, well, I'll get Julia to fire at him and see if we can stun him. We stunned him. I don't know what he was, but he should consider himself stunned. I don't know why nobody took a shot. Ah, the tank's kill stealing. I don't know why that alien opened the door and didn't go through, but whatever. It happens. What have you had so far? I've been in and out. Is it just Snake Man? Oh, Karen's unconscious. So this mission is just Snake Man. But I've been playing this campaign for several weeks now, and obviously I've faced a lot of different alien units. Okay, so Karen is stunned. Somebody needs to get her up. Let's see. Zofia has a med kit, so let's do that. Okay, we're not enough time units, so I guess we'll have to continue that next turn. That's okay. This means that Rapada can kneel. She doesn't have, or he doesn't have someone in front of him. All right, let's keep going. All right, let's continue this healing. Whoops. Okay, done. So we can put away the med kit. Or actually, how much? Yeah, she's still heavily stunned. So let's, instead of putting away the med kit, let's just keep healing. Okay, we've used up all the stimulant. She's down to about half stun. Okay. She's got no time units, so we'll address that next turn. Okay, that was Rapada who got hit there. Let's see. Or no, it was Zofia. So Zofia got what looked like a direct hit, but didn't take any damage. So that's good. I think Karen's stun situation is fine. So we'll move Zofia back here, have her crouch, have Rapada stand up, put away the med kit. We'll get Karen to resume her position and pick up her heavy plasma. I think we are good to continue. She's going to be Sky. Yeah, she got stimulated the crap out of her there. And who knows what the aliens put in those purple balls. I mean, I guess technically my scientists know what the aliens put in those purple balls, and so do my engineers. But my soldiers probably don't know what's in the purple balls. Alright, turn 32. The aliens have gotten a little quiet, but they should still be on the way. There he is. Yep, keep shooting at the bait. The bait tanks are there for shooting at. Actually, I should check. Did I reload Julia? Yes. Okay. Aliens are not doing a lot on their turns. Come out wherever you are. I don't want to have to go in and get you. But I will if I have to. There it is. Yeek. Okay, hey look, we recovered one live alien. I don't know if that soldier was wounded. I'll have to check afterwards. But look at this. Look at this. This is why we do the firing line. All 18 of them got reaction skill ups. Several of them got accuracy. Most of them got strength. Most of them got time units, stamina, hit points. So it definitely pays off. And we only captured a soldier, so we're just going to sell him. Alright, storage space exceeded. By how much? Not by very much, so we'll just probably be able to deal with this just by sales. So we'll sell the soldier, we'll sell the surgery, the food, we'll sell the corpses. We don't need this many small launchers. We don't need this many heavy plasmas. Are we getting close? We are. Okay, we've got a ton of extra plasma clips. Alright. 2.8 million to put in our big pile of cash. Alright, that concludes that mission. Alright, let's check to see, did any soldier get wounded? Yeah, it says crew 17, so that means... Oh no, but we already had one. We knew she was wounded. Julia wounded 57! Ah! That means she's basically dead! Nuts! I guess she's off the team. That's brutal. Because I suspect that I'm going to be finishing this campaign before 57 more days have elapsed. I suspect. I guess it depends how quickly the next couple months go by. But that's brutal. So she avoided going to Cydonia by getting wounded for 57 days. Ah. Alright, well, you're not going to need this. Okay, actually, we need to buy smoke grenades probably. Alright, let's run the clock. Okay, we got a small sectoid doing retaliation scouting in Antarctica. Let's hit you with this Avenger. Well, I just noticed there's a mission here that's becoming dark. We're probably going to miss this. This was a large scout that we should have done before clicking advanced time. So that was a mistake. I forgot about that crash site. Alright, let's shoot down this scout. This will be shot down over the ocean. That's okay. He's heading for Antarctica anyway, so I would have had to chase him over the entire Indian Ocean. Let's see how long this crash site lasts. Maybe it'll make it till morning. Or maybe for efficiency, we should just skip these scout crash sites. Like, Oh, a battleship doing alien retaliation in North America. This could be bad. Okay, he's way the heck over there. All right, launch every Zig. All right, we're gonna launch from there. We got 2 Avengers here. I believe we have an Avenger in South America that's available. No, it's being repaired. All right, I guess Europe. I don't know if Europe will get there in time. I don't think there's one in Australia. I don't think there's one in Antarctica. Maybe we should use the local firestorm instead. Let's see how fast he can get there. Or hold on, what's the speed of this battleship? 5,000. So a firestorm won't even be able to catch up to him. If we need a firestorm, we'll have to grab it from somewhere else. Alright, he's not heading directly towards XCOM Gamma, so that means he hasn't spotted our base yet. So he's going to slow down and start, you know, dicking around, and by then we'll have all 4 Avengers on him. Alright, so which Avengers are these? These are Avengers NA and EU, so I don't care about them. So I'll launch the first attack with Avenger 1. Okay. Alright, 700 points. We're not going to do this mission. Too dangerous. We're just going to ignore it. But you do, like I said, you do get 700 points for every battleship you shoot down. I'm already at almost 12,000 points this month, and it's the 16th. All right, so we're gonna take a look at this guy again. It's almost morning there, or basically is morning there. So let's launch a. Or hold on. So this is a large scout. Is it worth the time to do a large scout? That's the question. I mean, they're fun. I like doing them. But they take they take time. And if Julia is in sickbay for 57 days, letting days pass is a good thing. It also allows me to do psionic training. So maybe I'll just do supply ship missions. Maybe that's the meta here. You just do supply ship missions. Where's this guy going? Okay. Small, very large, alien retaliation. That sounds more important. All right, launch every Zig. Here we go. Both of those Avengers are in repair. What about Southern Africa? He's ready. Okay. We need more Avengers. Ooh, is he heading directly towards my base? Southern Africa, alien retaliation. He might be heading directly towards that base. We might have to intercept him with only 2 Avengers. Yep. Alright, let's do it. So the reason why you want to wait until you have 4 Avengers is that the battleship has a certain DPS, and so the longer the fight lasts, the more damage it does, and the more damage it does, the longer you have to repair your Avengers for. You can actually solo a battleship with one Avenger, but that Avenger will take 4 times as much damage as it would if there were 4 times as many Avengers all shooting at the same time. Or, I mean, 4 times as many ships. You could also use a Firestorm. That's probably what I should have done. I probably should have launched the Firestorm from here. But yeah, you can see this Avenger is now in repair for 2 weeks. Let me just make sure that I'm building an appropriate number of Avengers. Here, I'm building an Avenger here. Building an Avenger here. It'll actually be done in a day and a half. Building laser cannons, I think, at the rest of these bases, which is fine, because they only have one. Each of these bases only have one engineering lab, although I've got a couple under construction here. Whereas these bases have 4 engineering labs, so they're my main Avenger production facilities. Alright, let's run the clock. A large supply ship. Alright, this is what we're talking about. He'll probably land during the day, so let's get the crew ready here. I really like the Antarctic missions because the map is usually quite simple. Okay, so we're going to sort by what do we want? Reactions first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My 6 worst reactors. 1, 2, 3, 4. My 6 worst shooters. And my 6 lowest strengths. Alright. Oops. Let's check armor, make sure it's correct. Oh, first we need to put people in the right order. Gotta do things in the right order here. Oh, and Alice needs to come along no matter what. So, who gets turfed so that Alice can come along? Let's get rid of Elsa. The reason why Alice needs to come along is that she's going to be the commander of XCOM when we do the final mission. And so I need to get her promotion score up high enough to make sure that when the current commander retires, since he is a psionic weakling and cannot go to Cydonia, make sure that she gets promoted instead of somebody else who is also a psionic weakling. So Alice needs to go on every mission. Hold on, what am I doing here? Colonels to the top. I'm thinking this is a Sky Ranger. Okay, then captains. Then sergeants. And the squatty snuck in somehow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 sergeants need to go down. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Ushma is a grenade person. And so is, whoops, so is Eden. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 sergeant. 1, 2, 3, 4 sergeant. Okay. Armor. Sergeants and up have armor. Good. Inventory. Alright. Michaela looks fine. Maya looks fine. Esco looks fine. Zofia. I'm gonna hand out the light sources because I'm not positive that this is gonna land during the day. I just suspect that it will. So let's forget the psyamps as well. Let's just make sure everybody has 2 light balls, just in case we need to throw them around. Actually, she can carry one more thing. She can now carry a reload. Why not? Man, Rapada's strength is astonishing. Okay, Allison's got 2 light balls. Ushma is going to have the grenade. That's good. Mick, you need light balls. Eden, you need light balls too. We'll take away your motion scanner. Stefan, you don't need the bonus grenade. It's gonna be someone else, not Eden. It's gonna be Ushma. Wait, so hold on. If Eden and Ushma have bonus smoke grenades, who's missing a smoke grenade? And Steven has an extra smoke grenade. Something is screwed up. Somebody is missing their smoke grenade. Jan is missing 2 smoke grenades somehow. Okay. Not for lack of strength, but he was missing 2 smoke grenades for some reason. Alright, I think the team is properly suited up. Alright. Avenger AS2, you're going to Antarctica. Hopefully you'll get there. Wait, where's... Hold on. Where is this ship going? It's a muton supply ship. It's not a sectoid supply ship. Also, there's an alien base in Norway suddenly. When did I detect that? I don't remember detecting an alien base in Norway. Interesting. I don't even know what race that is. I hope we don't run out of fuel. This was a bit of a cluster here. 81% fuel, that's fine. Hopefully this mission is a daytime mission as well. Okay, we've reached the waypoint and are patrolling. Alright, the alien ship has landed. But for how long? Okay, that looks like daytime enough for me. Alright, we're going to begin landing site 104. So this is a muton supply ship. It's going to be dawn, so there might be some darkness issues, but I've got light balls. It's just after 9 o'clock. I'm going to take my my next break right now, but I'll be back in about 3 minutes with a full glass of water and ready to begin this mission. So I encourage you to also take a couple minutes of break, and then we'll be right back at it doing some XCOM here. So stay tuned. Okay, I am back. So we're about to do ground assault, landing site 104. This is a Muton supply ship in Russia. It may be a nighttime mission, or at least a somewhat darker mission. So we may need to throw a few of those electro flares around. But it shouldn't be pitch black. Fingers crossed. If it's pitch black, I'll be sad. Ooh, that's dark. That's very dark. That's very dark. But you know what? I need to practice for Cydonia anyway. So I guess we'll give it a go. I mean, I can see the alien ship. So this is definitely darker than I was expecting. But I didn't want to lose the ship, right? I didn't want it to take off. Because once they take off, they're really hard to catch, even with an Avenger. Okay, we've got a building right behind us, but lots of open field that way. And it looks like, what is this? I think this might be like a light orchard with only a few trees, so it should be okay to set up our ambush. Although actually, no, wait, this is the edge. So the ambush is going to be garbage on this landing zone. Ugh! And there's a hard fence here and here. This is going to be gross. Okay. It's doable, but it's going to be challenging. Ushma is going to throw the ceremonial first smoke grenade. And I may have her throw a light as well. Yeah, I think we're just going to pass the turn. And Mutons are tough customers, right? They're tougher than Snake Men. I'm going to have a couple different people use the motion scanner. Okay, there are 5 Mutons in this building. So that puts a high priority on getting Alice out the door. Actually, this one is outside the building. He's standing right there. But there's... My God. Okay, I'm also going to have Stefan check his motion sensor. Okay, nothing on the motion sensor at that end. So this building is just teeming with Mutons. All right, let's get the tank up in the air. I'm starting to move out a little bit. Okay, tank has spotted a Muton in the field. Let's get the second tank out. Get him up in the air. Head maybe a little bit towards that house. Because those Mutons could be at any floor, right? The 5 Mutons, well, 4 of them, some of them could be up here, some of them could be down here. This one is definitely outside though, so he's not flying. So let's try to unbury Alice. Alright, so how far can she get? So she'll need 50 time units to launch. So she can get pretty far. She can get to here and still launch a blaster bomb on turn 1, or turn 2. With almost no risk of, there's no risk of hitting anyone. It would have to go 90-degree angle off, or it would have to like clip the door here or something ridiculous like that. So I'll go diagonal across the doorway so it goes through right through the middle of the door. And we need to avoid the tanks. So we'll go out here at level 2. We'll come over here at level 3. Alright. Now we want to avoid hitting any aliens that are in like unusual places. So like with an alien here, I don't know what this 100 to 300 thing is. I think we're going to go in through this window. I think that's probably the safest thing because we kind of have vision on that. We know there's no alien standing right by that window. We just need to make sure we don't hit the Avenger. Because oh, wow. The nose of the Avenger is touching this building. That's really strange. Alright, this could be a tricky shot. We could accidentally clip the Avenger here or something by accident. But good luck, Alice. Please get at least 4 kills. Maybe 5. Okay, I only see 3 corpses. The yellow arrows are gone. So maybe there's corpses in these. There's some fog of war here, so there might be a corpse in there as well. Because the arrows being gone, I think, means the aliens are dead. But this alien's still alive. Yeah, maybe retro. I don't know. I'd never seen that before while I was aiming. Maybe I should try, like, if I just take someone with a regular gun and I just aim and I hold it down, 0 to 230. Yeah, so I guess that's what it is. It tells you the range of damage of the currently selected weapon when you hold down Alt. Never seen that before. Never tried it before. But holding down Alt also shows you your motion sensor results and aliens you've spotted. So we're going to deal with 2 aliens still right now. We can actually take a shot at this guy without even getting eyes on him, but I'd like to get eyes on him. So let's move this tank a bit closer to put eyes on that alien. Okay, so we've spotted that alien. It'd be kind of nice to spot the corpse as well. Yeah, there's the other corpse. Okay. So Alice killed 4 aliens with the blaster bomb and probably wounded this alien as well. So we could get some people out to start taking shots at these aliens. A lot of them have already moved though because they were getting out of the way of Alice. But I don't think, yeah, they're not blocking the exit, so this guy might not be a safe shot from here. Let's see, if I go down to here, do I see this alien? I don't, but he might see me, because aliens have better vision at night. So it might be safer to go after this guy, who almost certainly can't see me, because of the distance and the smoke. Okay, yeah, now I can see this alien, so it's definitely not a safe shot. Alright, she's got an aim shot, or 2 snapshots. Snapshot would be 43. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to take the 2 snapshots. Alright. I can't take a snapshot at this guy because I'd have to turn first, but I don't want to anyway because it's not safe. So let's get Opayami to take the shot. He's a flyer, so he can position himself a little bit more strategically here. 42 time units. Oh, well, oh right, because he's almost out of time units. So, shoot. Where's the best place to take a shot at this guy? Let's try here. Let's see if we can I don't know if I see. I don't even know if it's safe because there's no light globe. So hold on. Can you throw a light globe? You can put one in your hand. You've got 15 time units left. Ah, it takes 16 to throw one. All right. I need a volunteer to come out here and shed some light on that muton so that I can tell whether or not he can see me. Unable to throw there because of the fence? Really? Unable to throw there because of the fence? What is this fence made out of? Okay. So now, can Opiyami see that alien? No. So then this should be a safe shot. Okay, it was a safe shot. That's good to know. You're just below the Avengers engine. No, but it was the error message I was getting was telling me that it was the fence that was causing the problem, not the nacelle. But maybe it was the nacelle, and it was just the error message was a little funny, I guess. Maybe. All right, so Zofia should be able to take this shot from here. She's got very good accuracy. All right, good work. Okay, so that was a very good turn two. Let's see if I can get any more light balls. Actually, Eden still has smoke, so let's smoke up that cornfield now. And let's get some more light thrown around too. I think I can probably get a couple more people with light balls out. The fire here is providing light, at least for now, which is nice. To throw this, you'll need 17. How far can I get you? I can get you to here. Maybe you can throw one from here. Maybe. Alright, good. So I'm just going to move everybody up in the Sky Ranger now, or the Avenger I should say. So I don't think we can really get any further this turn. Not that we need to. We might, you know, the aliens might panic after losing 6 guys on turn 2. They might not like that. They might not like that at all. Let's put this away. We don't need that. All right, I'm going to pass the turn. Question is, what were they doing on their travel to Mars crammed into that dropship? You mean when, yeah, when we do the Cydonia mission? Yeah, well, it's going to be tight quarters. They need to be friends with each other for the several month journey. Although the Avenger is pretty fast. Maybe it, and it is UFO technology, right? So maybe the trip to Mars is, you know, pretty quick. Do we not have a light ball in here? Oh, we do. It's here. But I want a light ball down there. So can Mick do that for me? Yes, he can. No toilet, no bed. Yeah, well, it's probably built into the power suits, right? And you don't need a bed in space, right? You're weightless. You just need a place to clip your sleeping bag to the wall. Like, there aren't any beds on the International Space Station. Alright, we're gonna be using light and smoke very conservatively here. We don't want any funny business. Oh, you've got a light ball in your hand. You know what? Let's throw one over here for when that fire goes down. Where did that land? Well, it's okay. Yeah, no food is a problem, but I'm sure they take food on the Avenger. And if you're wondering where they would keep it, right here. Just they can put as much stuff as you want here. All right. We got some flyers here. I want to get them grounded. Actually, you know who we haven't been moving? Tanks. Can't be forgetting that tanks exist. Tanks are super useful. There's no XP for scouting, so using tanks to scout doesn't steal any XP from any humans. Though I don't really want to move the tanks out into complete darkness with no smoke, because there could be mutons all over the place out here, and the tanks would never know. All right, we can move soldiers out a bit more. Is there no smoke grenade here? Yeah, there is. It just hasn't gone off yet. Okay. It's on the same tile as the light source. Okay, let's let those smoke grenades go off. Okay. Well, let's toss some more light balls so the tank can actually see something. For the Cydonia mission, I assume that the light balls that you throw during the first phase are lost. So I'll have to bring a lot of light balls. That's one of the reasons why I'm worried about training up strength. I want to make sure that I can carry all the gear that I want to have on the base assault mission part of Cydonia. Okay, like Mick is already out of light balls. And so is Ushma. I guess we should be picking these up and reusing them then. Alright, well, let's keep scouting with the tank now that we've got some more light. Can we get even more light? Nice throw. This is an orchard that maybe I'll just grenade. next turn. Oh, the map keeps going. Brutal. Alright, where's the other tank? He still has 100 time units. Okay. Well, one nice thing is it doesn't look like there are any more buildings. At least I haven't spotted any more buildings yet. And there's not a lot of room left on the map. So it should be relatively easy to clear the rest of these spaces. So I guess we can start moving people towards the ambush. Ah, speaking of ambush, there's an alien there. No line of fire. Shoot. I don't want to use a blaster bomb there because I don't want to mangle the door. Let's see. Let's get another smoke down just for safety. Because I don't think we're going to be able to deal with that alien. That was a weird throw, Eden. I asked you to throw it here and you threw it here. I guess it's not terrible, but please do what I ask. What's her throwing accuracy? 50. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Alright. So yeah, let's start getting people to pile out of the Avenger. Maybe not pile out. Hold on, actually, where's Alice? She's there. I can have her reload. She can do that at least. And maybe we'll get her to come out on this side. Just be safe and ready to take another shot if she needs to. But I don't want to take a shot at this guy like that. I'm not going to completely unload this Avenger yet because I'm not comfortable with the amount of smoke coverage we have yet. Okay, you've got lots of time units. What can I do with you? Maybe you can provide more smoke cover. So to throw this, I'll need 17 time units. So I can get to like here. Can I get much better smoke? Yes. Okay. Now I feel a lot better about these guys' chances. Who can see that? Tank, maybe? It must be the tank that can see that, yeah. Huh. Okay, well, can I get to a reasonable shooting position with Mick? think I can. So I should be able to take a kneeling snapshot from here. It should be reasonable. Okay, he got a hit. So that was definitely reasonable. How much would an aim shot would be 38. I don't think I can get anywhere near 38. No. But I can get to... Oh, he can't move, right? No. Yeah, he can move back. So I'll just take the same shot from the same place. Now she definitely can't move anywhere. Alright, let's get closer. If an alien pops out, we'll take a shot at him with Charlotte or somebody else who has time units. Hold on. I guess I should move this other tank. Try and scout a bit further. This light situation is abysmal. Oh, he's got a grenade. Right, he's going to throw this grenade into this orchard, because that's what we do with orchards. He's got no more light. She's got no more light. Okay, what will it take you to throw a light? Take you 16 time units to throw a light. So I can come out. Okay, we'll come out to here. And see if you can make it this far. Okay. You're going to take 15 to throw a light. Make it this far. A little bit inaccurate, but that's okay. $17. Unable to throw there because there's a person in the way. Okay, but that person has plenty of time units, so he can just move. Alright. We're definitely starting to get some good lighting in place. Let's get ready to set up the ambush. Maybe a little premature, but oh well. What turn is it? Turn 5? We were lucky enough to land in a good position to set up the ambush, so we might as well do it. It's going to be an awkward one anyway. Okay, that's everybody. Don't like leaving this guy alive at the end of the turn, but not too much we can do about it. You know what? I never shot with the tank. I probably should have. Probably should have. Because now I can't scout with that tank because it's totally exploded. That really sucks. Alright. We need to get more light down there. She's got no light. She's got light. Okay. Still don't see any aliens, but they're coming. They're definitely there. So the alien door is going to be like right here. Okay, this should be an okay spot to set up our ambush. Let's see, can I kneel here? Yeah. Might as well kneel as well. Three. Okay, we really only have 5? Yeah, the alien ship only is only 5 spaces from the edge of the map. Absolutely disgusting. Alright, where's that tank? It's up here. I think I've moved everybody. Nope, I haven't moved Esco. Haven't moved Michaela. Oh, Alice. Okay. You need to get ready as well to join the festivities. A lot of alien doors being opened and closed there. A lot of alien doors. Alright. This tank already moved? Not yet. Oh. Hello there, alien. I think I'm going to have to try and shoot at you. Hope for the best. That was not the best. That's really unfortunate. Alright, I gotta put eyes on that alien. Where did he go? Did he go inside? Okay, there he is. Alright, I can take shots at him. So, who needs shooting practice? Let's take a look at firing accuracy. 52 seems pretty low. 50 seems... Who's here that doesn't have psionic training? Oh, hover tank. Okay. 50 is low. 46 is really low. Charlotte. Alright, so we're gonna go Charlotte and then Esco. So where's Charlotte? I should have just stayed on her when I had her selected. 46, Charlotte. She's right there. Okay. She gets the first shot at this alien. 25. No, we'll go with an aim shot. Huh. Ah, I killed an alien for free. That's absolutely hilarious. I hope that counts towards firing accuracy. That's bonkers. Okay, we need more light. If there's aliens like that we're killing and we don't even see them, We need to throw some light on the situation. That was a bad throw. Let's try that again, Jen. Okay. Oh, there he is. All right, I think I want Alice to take care of that guy. All right, face backwards, Alice. Holster your pistol, and let's begin. I don't want to destroy the wall of the ship, so I'm going to aim here. I didn't hear a death rattle. He's still there. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I used a blaster bomb to kill him, and he didn't die. He's literally still standing right there. And his presence there completely negates the whole concept of what I'm trying to do here. If he kills this tank, I'm going to have to send people over there to kill him. To find him, even. The lesson here is don't do night missions. Because night missions are hard. Okay, I can see him. Where is he? He's right there. Alright, tank. Take care of this guy. Really? Second time's a charm. Okay, there we go. That's better. Alright, we're not quite in position yet here, are we? Alright, now everyone's in position. We've got a row of kneelers, a row of standers, and a row of flyers. Let's maybe throw a few more light balls, just so that we don't have any gaps in our light coverage. The smoke is still a problem, but it'll dissipate soon enough. It's only like turn 9. Alright, I'm going to explore this way with the tank. Normally I set the tank up as bait at this point, but I just want to be really sure that there are no more aliens wandering around here, because that would be really gross. Because if they came up and flanked us, that would be annoying. Alright, Alice can face this way, reload, draw her pistol, and be ready. Okay. The other issue is that because of this smoke, we probably can't see this door, so we actually have to have the tank. We do have to have the tank scouting over here. Yeah, see? This is exactly what the problem is. but we can move up to the point blank and just absolutely wreck this guy. He's only stunned. He's not absolutely wrecked. He's just stunned. That's hilarious. Mutons are tough. Alright. Okay. Tank has good vision here. There is nothing here. So now let's get out of the way so that we don't take friendly fire. Okay, so the smoke is dissipated enough that we can see the near door, the west door. That's good. Now we're looking good. It's only turn 14. We're getting a lot of customers at the ambush. Be nice if tanks could deploy electro flares, because by themselves tanks don't have any way to deploy electro flares, but that seems like it would be a useful design. Still seeing quite a bit of smoke here. I think this was a smoke grenade, not... yeah, it wasn't a blaster bomb. A blaster bomb was back here. So it could take a while for that smoke to dissipate. Okay, we got a bit of stunning happening here. Hey, Alice took a shot. Alice took a shot. I saw some laser happening there, and she got a hit, I think. That's good. Okay, so we've got two people who are stunned out of their minds right now. So Jen has a med kit. So we'll have Jen use the med kit first. Okay, that person's already up. But that person is standing on top of the other person. I got to remember that if you have two stunned people, you got to position your medical guys first, because now Michaela has 0 time units and she's blocking the other corpse. But I guess we can hit Michaela with a bit more anti-stun, because she's obviously, she's almost stunned out again. And now she's better, not perfect, but better. All right, let's scout. Nothing. So we'll have to address this over the next turn or two. Aliens are panicking. Or berserking, rather. Okay. So, Michaela needs to return to her position. Pick up her gun. She could even... No, I'm not going to have her do the healing. I'll have Jen continue to do the healing. He's already got the med kit out. Okay, that soldier's back up. But we can keep hitting him with stimulant to try and reduce the amount of stun that he's experiencing. Alright. Whoops. So now Jen can't move back into position. Not enough time units. Can he holster this? Nope. Can't really do anything, neither can this guy. This guy's blocking a bunch of people's shots. Hopefully he doesn't get killed. Nothing really can do about it though. The aliens got pretty lucky with that stun bomb. Usually they only hit 0 or 1, but that time they hit 2. Hey, look at this tank. He's only got 8 hit points left. He's a trooper. Alright. Let's just do the scouting. We might not need to do scouting anymore. Let me just check on the smoke. Yeah, the smoke's gone, so we don't need to do the tank scouting anymore. I'm going to move Jen back to where he belongs and put away his med kit. Get Steven to go back to where he belongs. Crouch, pick up his gun. I would say both of them, they're not amazingly good at not being stunned, but they're good enough. If they get stunned again by another stun bomb, then oh well, too bad. Tank. Do I need him as bait? The mutons don't seem to be having as good of reactions as the sectoids were. I don't really want to lose another tank, but I'd rather lose a tank than a soldier. But there's nowhere safe to put the tank that isn't exposing him to friendly fire. Except maybe here? Say I go here. If this guy shoots at this door, it's not so bad. Yeah, let's go here. I would say this is a place that has low risk of friendly fire, but the tank can still draw enemy fire, which is its purpose right now. Oh, and it's finally turn 20. Gotta make sure we have our stuff together here. This is when it gets interesting. Or the aliens blow themselves up instead of coming out. That's also a possibility. Come out wherever you are. They're definitely opening a... Oh, there we go. Alright, that works. I like it when they come out with no gun. Like that guy did. Pretty convenient for my safety. Come on, aliens. Don't just shuffle doors around. Come outside and get shot. Maybe you'll kill one of my guys. It's worth an attempt, right? You can be a brave alien. Kill a human. Ooh, they threw a grenade at us. That guy wasn't inside the ship. That really sucks. That guy wasn't inside the ship. We have 4 people with fatal wounds. So we need to deal with this very carefully. We have 4 people who need medical attention. And we have an alien that's really close. So Rapada needs medical. Let's just check everyone who needs medical attention. Rapada does. Eden does. Steven does. Oh, he's only got 1 wound. Esco does. Okay. So they didn't die, but this is still pretty devastating. And the fact that he's outside the ship proves that I am incompetent at clearing the map, which we, I guess, already knew. Um, so Rapata, his fire accuracy is not severely depleted by this, and he's on the ground, and he's one of the wounded people. So, and this muton has nothing except a grenade. Interesting. So I guess we'll have Rapata take the first shot at this muton. At this range, maybe an auto shot makes sense. He got a hit. I think he got 2 hits. Alright. Eden is also injured. I'm injured quite a bit. In fact, Eden will probably be out for a while. So it probably makes more sense. Who do I want to take these shots with? Charlotte's not injured, and she only has 46 firing accuracy, so she needs training. And she's not going to be like out of commission forever. So let's have her take these shots. Okay, so maybe auto shot's not the best for her. There we go. Okay. She cannot get back into position. Now, in terms of the wounded, so Rapata, oh, but Alice doesn't have a med kit. So that means Eden will have to heal Rapata. Okay. Alright, so Eden heals Rapata. Now someone has to heal Eden. It can't be Alice. It's going to have to be Steven. Does he have a med kit? He doesn't, because he was already previously stunned and dropped it. So that means Michaela has to heal him. She doesn't have a med kit. She was previously stunned. Alright, Mick is going to heal Eden. And then Mick is going to move as well. Okay, and who else needs healing now? Steven needs healing, so Mick might be able to heal him as well. Yes. Alright, so now the remaining soldier who needs healing is a flyer? Yes, it's Esco. He's flying. So he needs to land so someone can heal him. Jen is available. So let's get Esco behind Jen. Jen will turn, grab the med kit, heal Esco. Okay, Esco can now return to his spot. Okay, Mick can return to his spot. Charlotte can't move, she doesn't have enough time units. Eden can rotate and put away her med kit. Okay. Whew. Well, that was an interesting turn. Alright, we can finish getting everyone back to normal now. So put away your med kit and kneel. Charlotte can go back here and kneel. Jen can face forward, put away his medkit. Kayla can face forward. Rapata can kneel because there's nobody in front of him anymore. Actually, he should move up and kneel. And that means that Esco can come down. Doesn't need to be flying anymore. Okay. Hopefully there's no more mutons out in the field. That would be super annoying. Come on, mutons. Don't make me go inside the ship. Oh. He wasn't inside the ship either. Son of a gun! Alright. You're wounded, so you're going to be, like, out of commission. Michaela. Your firing accuracy is great. 73. 63. Okay, you need to work on your firing accuracy. So you're going to be the guy who takes this shot. So a snapshot would be 31%. 63 is better. Can't kneel, but you can take an aim shot. Okay. Charlotte, you're not very good at this, are you? None of these guys are very good at this, are they? Well, that's messy. That's very messy. So this is why we don't do nighttime missions. Maybe I should have these guys face this way. Just in case. Maybe there's a hole in the backside of the ship. That's possible. Oh, you know what? Look at that. There is. That's exactly what it is, Retro. You're right. One too many blaster bombs. I put a hole in the floor of the overhang. I was just checking this. I was happy that this was not exploded. But there's a hole in the overhang. That's absolutely disgusting. So the remaining alien or aliens may not even be inside the ship. They could be anywhere. Ah, this is why you shouldn't use blaster bombs near the alien ship. All right, well, we're going to ascend to scouting altitude here and start taking a look around. Because the alien could be anywhere. Could be hanging out inside the Avenger, for all we know. Actually, I guess we could use the motion sensor to maybe try and... Okay, nothing on the motion sensor here. So I'm just going to try to quickly patrol back and forth on the map from north to south. Just to see if I can spot the alien. It's interesting. It looks like there's no lights inside the Sky Ranger or the Avenger. Okay, alien is not inside the Avenger. Alien is not behind us. Ugh. Alright, looks like we're probably going to have to go inside and find this extremely recalcitrant alien. All right. guess I should be talking. Yeah, I'm just really frustrated that the aliens are making me do this. But I guess it's my fault for blowing a hole in their ship without really realizing it and without doing anything about it. Just gotta hope that the remaining alien is stuck somewhere in the command room or something like that. That he's not outside wandering through the fields, and that I'm just not able to find him for some reason. Check that elevator there. Check this way, check in here. Doesn't look like there's any aliens in that place. Guess I need one more person if I want to do four on each side. Hey, there's an unarmed muton there. All right, that was an interesting mission. So we did lose one soldier and one tank, but otherwise the mission was a success. Just it was weird. A lot of people got reaction upgrades, although maybe not as many as I would have liked. It'd be nice if all of them did. They got a bunch of other stuff. Maya even got a throwing upgrade. I guess she must have killed an alien with a grenade at some point. Not sure. We got our loot. We got 150 Illyrium, which is always nice. We got to deal with the storage situation. We're really way over, so we're going to have to do some transfers. Let's see, does Europe need any Illyrium? Yeah, they do. Let's send some Illyrium over to Europe. Okay, what about North America? You've got lots of Illyrium. Epsilon, you're fine. Zeta, you're fine. But you could probably use some alien alloys, right? You only have 1,000. Let's get rid of some of these alien alloys we don't need. Let's see, Theta, you're fine for Illyrium. Iota, you're fine for Illyrium. Zeta. Everybody's fine for Illyrium. Nobody has an Illyrium problem. Alright, let's see, what can we sell here? We do not need any alien surgery, alien food. Don't need this many navs or power supplies. Don't need any muton corpses. We can probably get rid of a bunch of heavy plasma. And a bunch of heavy plasma clips. All right. Now we're finally under our limit. And we need to buy 5 electro flares because apparently we destroyed a bunch of them. So that's easy enough. We also need like 10 smoke grenades, it looks like, and a couple of proximity grenades. I don't know how we lost proximity grenades. Did somebody's corpse get blown up? That's so weird. Alright. Emeka, we'll miss you. Okay. What are these crash sites? This is a battleship. This is a large scout. This is a battleship. Okay. So let's let that Avenger land. So it's about 10:30 right now. I think I'm going to call the stream at this point. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm going to be continuing this campaign tomorrow, almost certainly at 7 o'clock tomorrow, if nothing comes up or anything weird happens. If you want to get a notification from Twitch when I go live, you can always sign up for that by clicking the follow button. I'm going to save the game here, and I'm going to check to see if there's anybody playing this game or a similar game on Twitch, and if there is, then we're going to head over there and raid them. Let's see. There's a few different people playing different mods of this game. Let's see. What else have we got here? Yeah, so let's raid Kiwi Bird 37. I think we raided that person a couple of days ago as well. Playing, so it doesn't really say what they're playing, but it's XCOM anyway. So I'll start up the raid and hopefully see everybody tomorrow at around 7 o'clock. Okay, have a good night, everyone.